What's up, YouTube? It's Futures Flow here. We had a really good day today. We took one trade on the 15 range. A lot of you have been asking me if I still trade the footprint chart. I do. The first 30 minutes, I like trading the 1 minute chart, and after I'll go to the footprint chart on the 15 range, and I'll continue trading that. You can see those accounts I didn't trade. Those were my 1 minute accounts, and the accounts I did trade are my 15 range account. I'm up $2,700 on the day, and this is actually my second time recording this. This is the clip where I thought I had my mic on and I didn't, but I'm going to go ahead and get into the trade review. I didn't record it live. I haven't been recording my sessions, but we're going to go ahead and hopefully in the future, I'll record my sessions live again and I'll show you guys those clips, as I know you guys enjoy seeing it like that. Alright, so let's get into this trade review. So like I said, this is my second time recording it. The first time I recorded it was during market and I didn't have my mic on, and for some reason now I can't connect to NinjaTrader. So let's just go ahead and talk about it now. So right, this candle we have negative 2800 delta. Now if you know regular delta trap strategy, I'm looking for this delta to outweigh this delta, but this is a variation of the delta trap strategy. Let me go ahead and turn off this. So this is a variation that I've been using because it doesn't give me as many trades in a day, but the win rate is a bit higher, which is like why I like to trade the delta trap strategy like this now. So when we get a huge negative delta candle, I'll mark the highs at the candle. So those are our highs right there. And what I'm looking for is for these highs to be broken, right? So we get negative 2800 delta. You can see right here we have 1600 on the POC. At the time I took this as someone, because we were entering near a supposed support zone right here, I took it, you can see this support zone right here in this area. I took it as someone being a passive bidder, and they had limit buys and they got filled on the bid. So I took it as someone passively buying, and the next two candles will see some consolidation in the markets. Not huge negative delta, not huge extreme delta, but 430 and 650. Now what we see after that is this candle right here coming in, breaking above the highs and closing above it, above the 4128 level with extreme delta 1900. So we enter longs on the retest of the breaker structure. I entered a long alert at 4127, and our first profit target was 8 points, and our second profit target was right below this box for 15 points. And our stop was 6.5. We took very, very little drawdown. I don't even think I took a point of drawdown on this play. But this was actually the only delta trap play that showed up today, right? So if we go back in the past, I'll talk about the ones that potentially were about to show up, but they didn't. Right here, we had, let me mark it out. We had 1300 delta. Whoops. We had 1300 delta, and our breaker structure would have been this candle right here with, let me copy and paste this. This would have been our breaker structure candle. As you can see, we had negative 862, and we were about to close with an extreme amount of delta. But we didn't close. Instead, we closed above it, so I didn't take that play. And then the next play was right here, with this candle having 1500 delta. Our breaker structure would have been a close above this, but what happened was, instead of closing above, and at one point we had 1600 positive delta, so it looked like it was going to be a good play, but we didn't eventually close above. Instead we closed below, so we didn't take that play. Now something very, very important to note when you're on the 15 range and you're looking at these candles, take a look at where the point of control is. I talked about this with my Discord server today. Is when we have a green candle and the point of control is at the bottom of the candle, that's a very bullish scenario. You can see that we pushed up very hard right there, and that added extra confluence to this play to take the long. I'm sorry, it happened on this candle and this candle as well. Now let's take a look in the opposite scenario when we have a point of control at the top of the candle right here, and we get a push down. So red candle with a point of control at the top of the candle, we get a strong push down because it's a bear sign. When it's a green candle with a point of control near the bottom, we'll likely get a push up because it's a bullish sign. If you're wondering what footprint this is, as always, the TDU footprint, but these volume bars right here is part of KISS order flow. They have a feature called trap buyers and sellers, and that's pretty much premises of that feature is when there's a lot of volume on a green candle at the bottom of the candle, that's trap sellers, and then on vice versa on a red candle, when a lot of the volume's at the top of the candle, that's trap buyers. So that was the only play that really showed up today. There wasn't any other delta trap. There was one right here actually, but what we see right here is that there was an extreme amount of delta on this candle, so I didn't take that one. But technically that actually wasn't even a regular delta trap. But like right here, this would have been a delta trap, but this is a regular delta trap, but it's not the new variation of delta trap because of there wasn't a stream of delta. So yeah, right. And then right here it's 1540. I usually don't trade power hour, so I wouldn't have taken that one. But anyways, that's all I really have for you guys today. Up $2,700. I take one contract on my smaller accounts, and on my bigger accounts I take two contracts. TP1 is always 8 points, then TP2 I'll put it near the nearest resistance. So let me go back to the play, right? This TP1 I took at 8 points on my small account, around here. And then my TP2 was at 42 because it was right under the resistance zone, and we got 15 points on my larger account. But that's all I have for you guys today. I'll try to upload more videos like this about footprints, and I'll see you guys in the next video.